kind of burned out on the kids truck. I don't have anything I really want to work on right now, but I have to always do something to keep busy. So just kind of looking at all the projects. I really wanted to work on the 56. That was originally what I thought I wanted to do. I still do, but I'm on the fence of just chassis swapping with a modern chassis. So I don't know, I'll wait on that. So I've had this one forever, so I think this is what I'm going to play with for, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks, whatever, till I get bored of it. It's been sitting here forever anyways, so for me to do a little bit of work is not a big deal. I think my this one's sitting on like a Pontiac or like a Caprice chassis that I airbagged, and my goal with it is to make the truck look super low and like it was sectioned. But all I did was I actually lowered the cab down. I left the box where it should be. So the cab's lowered down. I've raised the front fenders, to which you can see the work done here. And with all that said and done, when you bolt the hood back on, you can see what happened there. So the idea was I was going to section the hood and pancake it down to match the cowl, and then I lost no room inside the truck. So then the plan with this was it was going to be a convertible top, open top, like the glass, like no upper frame, so just the glass running across. So I've added some meat everywhere it's needed because I was going to glue the glass in. It would go V-butt in the middle. Yeah, should work. I'm just thinking about it now, if there should be a brace or something there. Anyways, this is my muffler van. Some of the stuff when it comes doesn't make it back there. But I was working on a removable Carson top. So that was the idea with it. I was going to have this removable Carson top. I was going to be on bags. I'm on the fence with bags now, but it was done. I'm going to keep going with it. The one thing that always bugged me with this truck was the GMC front end. I'm just not a fan. They don't look great as a custom car. So I wanted to change it to a Chevy or make some crazy bumper or something like that. You know, the big heavy front end like the Dagmar, the Cadillac Dagmar, stuff like that. So I don't know. I might make something work, or I can always change it. But nonetheless, I feel like I want to bring it into the shop and play with it for a little while, try to finish it up a little bit. I have it set up for a small block, but being that I don't really have any small blocks now, because I was going to do that and I'd build some custom headers and stuff, because I wanted to run side pipes was my goal, and instead of running boards, I didn't really want to run running boards. And maybe I've changed my plan, I'm not sure. Whether I'm sticking with the small block, I don't know. She might get an LS, only because I have a bunch, and I'm not a guy who opens my hood anywhere, so really I couldn't care less. There could be a 6-cylinder in there. As long as I could roast some tires, I'd be happy. Anyways, yeah, let's make some room in the shop and we'll clean this thing out and see what we got working with. It's been sitting here for many years now, and should need some love. My dash is missing because we needed that in Rolly's truck, which doesn't bother me. I was thinking of putting like a Pontiac dash or just something cooler inside of it, so Man, this sucker's old. I do not remember how many years ago I started this. You can see the plan was for a small block. I was building headers to do fender well headers. That was the plan. I don't know if I'm going to do that now. Like I said, don't know. Lots of room under here to do whatever a feller wants. Yeah. So this is the idea for the top. But it was going to be like a white, super poofy top. I think a lot of this got crushed. It was supposed to sit up a little higher there, but it's kind of, I think this is the one-piece glass already, if I remember right. Yeah, so that was a win. So that was just going to do whatever it had to do. I was going to do the curved glass around it. And then whatever my window frame was, I was going to build like a big, that's what I think is missing. There's supposed to be a big wooden header on there yet. And there it goes. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I had a Pontiac dash and stuff because I had that cluster up there. That's what I was going to put in it, if I remember correct. Because I didn't care that the Chevy one was in there. I was kind of just building a big custom. So yeah, I'm going to play with this for a little while until I get bored of it. And then do something else. I know I got a feller that wants an LS swap. Boring, yes. But hey, it's what everybody wants, so that's all cool. So I'm waiting for that one to come in, then I'm going to mess with that. But in between now and then, I'm going to play with this a little bit. Where I'm starting, I'm not sure. I'm going to clean this thing out. See where I'm at. Maybe I'll tack the other dash in, although that's not that important. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of little things. Just little things. But I'm on the fence. I don't have any good small blocks. Well, I might. I don't know. As boring as LSs are, I think I just have stuff sitting here that would work. I think. So anyways, I'll grab one of those and I'll try. It's very minor. The motor we know is going to fit. That'll work. Kind of sitting back. I almost starting to like the weird front end of the GMC now with this top. I don't know why. I do have a nice chrome grille for it, but I don't know. Anyways, we'll see where I get here. Start piddling around. Yeah, I've been working around cleaning up the shop a little bit. Well, trying to make it more presentable. Had this problem. One of my cables came off on my hoist, so I had to clean all the, I guess some garbage built up in there. I didn't realize that was a thing, so I spent the evening cleaning out both sides of the hoist, and good thing that happened as I was starting to lift. That would have sucked. Anyways, I've cleaned out the inside. Yeah, not sure where I'm going. Realized I did a bunch of work, so I've got a tunnel all started. I just didn't do the doghousey bit. The floors are actually not bad. A little bit of rot up in the corners. I kind of want to test this heater because this might work in Rolly's truck if it's not buggered. If it works, cool, because I can just put a different heater in here being without the top. He's got a different heater that would work. This is the Pontiac dash that I was thinking of throwing in here. I think it'd be pretty cool. Something different. Comes out a little wide on the bottom though, so it needs to get trimmed, but I think that's quite the different look. Would look kind of neat in there. That, and then this is all the garbage that was in there. I guess at the time I had this S10 wiring harness I was going to use. I'm not going to do that now. I think I'll just spend the, $100, $200 for an actual wiring kit and not deal around with the mess, because you can already see all the garbage that's already going on in there. So I would know I was going to throw in a tilt column, but I did grab the steering column out of the poncho, whatever car I had killed there for all the bits. And this one did have the blinker box and stuff in it, so maybe I'll try to put that one in. We will see how far we get, what we're doing, till I get bored, and then I move on. Yeah, I've been working around cleaning up the shop a little bit. Well, trying to make it more presentable. Had this problem, one of my cables came off on my hoist, so I had to clean all the, I guess some garbage built up in there. I didn't realize that was a thing, so I spent the evening cleaning out both sides of the hoist, and good thing that happened as I was starting to lift. That would have sucked. Anyways, I've cleaned out the inside. Yeah, not sure where I'm going. Realized I did a bunch of work, so I've got a tunnel all started. I just didn't do the doghousey bit. The floors are actually not bad. A little bit of rot up in the corners. I kind of want to test this heater because this might work in Rolly's truck if it's not buggered. If it works, cool, because I can just put a different heater in here being without the top. He's got a different heater that would work. This is the Pontiac dash that I was thinking of throwing in here. I think it'd be pretty cool. Something different. Comes out a little wide on the bottom though, so it needs to get trimmed, but I think that's quite the different look. Would look kind of neat in there. That, and then this is all the garbage that was in there. I guess at the time I had this S10 wiring harness I was going to use. I'm not going to do that now. I think I'll just spend the, you know, the $100, $200 for an actual wiring kit and not deal around with the mess, because you can already see all the garbage that's already going on in there. So I knew I was going to throw in a tilt column, but I did grab the steering column out of the poncho, whatever car I had killed there for all the bits. And this one did have the blinker box and stuff in it, so maybe I'll try to put that one in. We will see how far we get, what we're doing, till I get bored, and then I move on. But yeah, this is her. So here's the hood off. I don't remember if I showed this, so hood's off. Like I say, lots of room. These were the headers that I had made. Can't remember what side these were for. I think it's this side. Yeah, so I had built these headers. I was going to run some dumps. I don't know, that one doesn't look right. I basically built myself some fender wells. That one looks better. So it's going to come out that way, and then I was going to come under the doors. The idea was I was going to run the side pipes under the doors, and then it was going to come out the box, like come out here somewhere. That was the idea. I don't know if that's still happening. We'll see, because my taste has changed a lot since I probably started this. This one originally, I was looking at this today. So this had this, like these GMs or Chevys had this garnish or a molding that kind of went around. So I kept it, but I don't know why. I'm thinking well, maybe it had to be there. At least the front part needed to be there. Because it doesn't do anything to the back. Kind of screws the back of the look of the truck up, so not sure what's happening there. But I'm a long way from caring about that right now. I don't think I'm going to make the fenders removable. They might be probably a permanent fixture to the front of the truck. I mean, it is easy to service anything if I had to, so we'll go with that. Anyway, so I'm going to test this. If this motor works, then all we got to do is do a pressure test on it, and if it's good, I'm going to ship her over the rollies there. Okie doke. Enough of babbling. Gonna start doing some work here. Figure some stuff out. Think what I'm going to start with is I'm gonna get my fenders where I want, and I'm gonna tack them in place. I think that makes the most sense for now. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna fill this. Looks like I sort of tacked that. I don't really need that to open. I don't think I need to have air there. I think I got enough air everywhere else happening. So, okay, let's get these fenders tacked in. Make sure the front clip is kind of staying where I want. I'll see about if I have something started for a rad cradle or not. And then, yeah, we'll start with that. And then we'll see where we get.
1 week later.
Well, it's been about a week. So I'm actually going to start working now. Going to start welding these fenders on, and then I'll probably maybe start sectioning that hood. I think that'll be the plan. Anyways, I'm going to get the fenders zapped in place first, mostly so they're not flopping around, and we'll go from there. Okie doke. So we got our fender kind of lined up with my new hood to be opening. I sucked the fender back, so now it's kind of, you know, it's centered like it's supposed to be. I had the strap on because it had a more gap here than I wanted, so I kind of pulled it tight. So both sides are in where they're supposed to be. The wheel looks normal now, normal-ish. So we're good there. What I got to do now is just get my front cradle, get something mounted for it. I think it's okay where it's at. I don't know if I'm going to make something yet. I pretty much think I'm just, yeah, I should make something, because then I'm just going to make the hood fit it. That's kind of the goal. Okay, so I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to build some kind of a cradle so that holds everything centered. Make sure it's all square. And then let's start chopping up a hood, right? Well, look at that. Go me. I've actually made a mount. It needs some fine tuning, but I did make something, so that's cool. So that's looking kind of squared. So I guess the only thing left to do is smash this hood on. Hopefully I have the bolts in here, and it does not look like that, so looks like I screwed myself there. But anyway, I'm gonna drop it down. I'm gonna get the hood on, bolt it up to the hinges, and come up with a game plan from there. Well, I've been running around trying to get this hood straight. I realized I'd take the hinges off because they just don't work clearly how I've messed with the cowl and stuff, so I've screwed up the geometry of those completely. So I'll figure that thing out later. Not a big deal. I've got my clip squared. It's up on the hood. I tacked the bottom in place, and then basically I brought my fenders up to match. But as you know, the old trucks, nothing really lines great. I'm not doing any show truck out of this thing. It's just more of a driver. But I will still have to do some tweaking to fix some stuff. So I figure when I'm cutting the hood, I can kind of bring all these edges to where they got to go so they line up good with the clip. And then when I glue the top back on, it's just going to work out. But anyways, I got like a 50 Chevy here, or a GMC with the monster cowl hood now. So basically I'm going to section the hood. Can't say I've ever done that, so this is going to be a new one to me. But I'm probably going to just start pretty low, because here you can even see the angle of the cowl. Well, it's supposed to be this angle. And I doubt that this is just going to fit here. We'll find out. But I don't have a bad feeling that it's not going to work out the way I think. So I've tacked the hood on so the bottom doesn't really move around. So I'm going to have like a lot of floppy bits. But anyways, I'm going to try not to do anything on the top of the hood, because when you do body work and you start carving this thing up, you're just making a nightmare for yourself. So with any luck, anything I do will be in this area of the hood, so it's kind of easy to body work. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna run a tape line off or just mark a line across, and yeah, just blindly zip cut across. We'll see what happens here. I'm gonna come across over to the I don't know what I'm doing in the front at all yet, so I'm just going to cut above here a little bit, maybe an inch or two, and come in, because I did have the tack weld the front because she's kind of separated. But I think once I get into here, a lot of weird stuff's going to happen. This thing's just going to pop like crazy, and yeah, well, you'll find out as much as I will. But anyways, yeah, just I don't know. I'll stop talking and I'm just going to start cutting, and I'm going to see what happens here. Some of it's loose.
Yeah, we got all of our tabs off, so this should work better now.
Well, seeing how this hood's going to have to go down, I think I'm going to be cutting these supports down some more. Definitely this part ain't working. I'm not too worried about these inner hinges working either, because they clearly don't. But it might be easy just to drill out those rivets down there, and then I can just take it all out as an assembly. I'll kind of do the hood, and then I'll figure out how to make an inner structure after the fact. But for now, yeah, I'm just going to blindly cut these off flush up here. I'll get rid of this. This is what I missed. There was a little rivet up there. Same thing up here. There's a couple spot welds or something there. So yeah, let me cut this out. Get that brace out, and then I can kind of loosely lay the hood on and see how bad everything is. Shouldn't be a big deal. We'll make it work. It's only metal. Chop, chop, chop. that's not so bad. I can handle that. We can make that work. Let me do a quick trim to get rid of some excess, and then we'll have a better look of how she goes. Well, that worked out pretty good. I don't know if I want it to go down more in the front, but very, very cool. I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks like it's working out way, way better than I thought it would. These pieces pretty much line up. I'll have to, look at this overlap. This is awesome. So anyways, I think with the plan now, we're gonna just fit this back here, not terrible, okay. We're gonna do the old cut-a-roo through the middle, tack weld it together. This overhangs like quite a bit, like I can probably stick my finger between where it's supposed to go, but I do like the look of it actually coming to the peak here. So I might change the front of this hood to follow it, but yeah, pretty happy with that. All right, so we're back. I just put a couple screws in, one on each side, just to hold the hood where she should be, ish. I'm probably gonna trim this back a little more, and then I can clean the steel up. I think tonight's plan, as far as I'm gonna get with this one for right now, is get this hood butt welded. I'm not going to fully weld, I'm just going to all tack it, but at least get it in place where it should be sitting, and then we'll figure where we go next. Definitely with the top overlapping like that, has like a Dodge Mopar look to it. I keep thinking in my head the old Fargos and Dodges. But anyways, yeah, let me cut some of this up and see what happens. Well, that worked out pretty good. I wasn't really going to pull on here. I think what I'll end up doing is I'll cut the edge of this hood and I can bring it out when I'm ready to do this. For now, I just wanted these bits in place. Here, I'm just going to end up building a ledge underneath up to the hood. I'll fix some stuff up. I'll have to figure something here. I might just pull these out just so this thing kind of follows this line a bit. But the sides actually all lined up really good. I am super happy with that. Yeah. Honestly went way easier than I thought it was going to. So, yay. I still have to add some material, like a guy would have to add into here to get this gap good. You can see how the bottom, this works. This is just what I cut away. But now I just got to pop these welds, and then at least the hood's loose. And you can kind of get to see, like, say, everybody does it now, but you just did the zip cut through both material, then you can do like a nice flush butt weld. So basically, technically, when there's filler, you won't need a lot of filler on it. That's kind of the goal. But yeah, I guess I'll just bust it away anyways. You can see what it looks like underneath there. Worked out all right. This side of the hood's definitely still going to need some more loving, some schmoozing down there. This side's not terrible. Probably fits about as good as a stock hood does. But we cut out the inner bits. She's gonna be good. So you can see the gap in there. That's all we got to weld, but that's like our butt weld. Might cut the side just to stretch that out. I'll have to build some inner structure in here yet, and then I still got to attack this front portion, which you can see nothing's happening yet. So yeah, well, it's not bad. Well, I guess that's where I'm going to leave this one. I'm not sure how far I'm going with this. It's more just filler till my attention span leaves me again, and then out the door it goes. I partially actually wanting to build that Studebaker just as a gasser, just for my little dirt drags I do out in the front there. I'd like to build something for that. I think that'd be cool. But I got to collect a few parts yet. I got to get, well, I picked up an axle off a Jeep for that one, and then I was going to try, I got to find some springs yet, and then a couple sticks of steel, and yeah, I think I'm good to go with that one. But anyways, as always, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Later.